So thank you, Dr. Greg. And let's go with HISTORIA. But first, I want you to meet Noset. Noset is a faceless YouTuber. He has 3 YouTube channels. One of them is in English. And between these 3 channels, he has gathered more than 1 million subscribers. So please go and subscribe to his channel, Valor Estoico. And last month, I was talking with Noset, and he told me that his channel is not doing really well. He's finding it hard to find ideas for his content, and he's also thinking of switching niche. As a YouTuber, he also loves to watch YouTube, and there is a channel he really admires, the channel of Brett Cooper. She's an inspiration for Gen Z audience. She talks about politics, social issues, mental health, and within 1 week of opening her channel, he has gathered almost 1.2 million subscribers. So she's really hardworking. It's not surprised she's doing really well. So Noset starts thinking, what if I could do something similar? He dives into research mode to find a tool that could help him replicate her success. But he encounters a problem. So he is starting by doing manual labor, but analyzing each video took him about 3 to 5 hours. At the end, he has to watch all the video, read through the transcripts, read through the comments, and this is a slow and draining process. So then he went to other analytical tools that are really popular among YouTubers, for example, vidIQ. But this tool only showed him numbers. He couldn't get content insights. So then he went to Buddy that, okay, yes, this tool is awesome, but it's only good for optimizing your content. You cannot get inspirations for others' content. So then, again, Noset asked himself, where can I find a solution that is fast versus manual labor, that provides him with content insights versus numbers, and that lets him learn from others versus his own content? So the solution is HISTORIA. So let's go to the platform to see how HISTORIA looks and works. So first, what Noset did was pasted the URL in the bar and load the video. And here, to my right, we can see all the comments classified by sentiment, positive, negative, and neutral, with the most ordered by the most relevant ones. So Noset has already been playing with HISTORIA. And first, he wanted to ask something really simple, just providing a table of contents detailing the main sections of the video. And here we have it, like really nicely rendered. And then he wanted to know all the key visual elements that appear on the video. And HISTORIA provided with the timestamps. So then he wanted to know something that is really meaningful to him, like which is the audience sentiment about the video. And HISTORIA gave the main comment for each topic classified by sentiment. And now we are going to see live another question, because Noset is solved, about how to find the main pieces of news that are provided in this video. While HISTORIA is thinking, I'm going to explain you about this button right here that I'm not going to be able to, you are not going to be able to see, which is deep research. And what deep research is doing is a blueprint of all the things that appear in the video. Visual elements, audience sentiment, auditory, basically everything you can find in the video, you get with deep research. And you can also download the deep research to better make your reports. So HISTORIA is gathering the information already. Let's wait a little bit more. And here we have it. And one thing I want you to show is that, for example, if we look at the minute 10:56 or 10:56, for example, or 13:40, let's look at here. Let's look at that minute in the video. Sorry. For example, this news. HISTORIA has been able to find this piece of news from the image itself and has provided the link. So let's go now to the presentation to see how these agents work. So meet your agents. The simple chatbot uses a planner agent. When Nose asks, find all the sources in this video and provide the URL, the graph starts. So we go to the planner agent, and here the planner agent, what it does is crafting a detailed plan in which all the tools that are necessary for answer the query and their order are detailed. So then in the state, we pass this plan to the executor. And the executor already knows the order of the tools. So we go with analyze video content, we go to action, perform analyze video content, we return to the executor, and okay, that's done. We go to the action, we do web search, go back to the executor, okay, that's done. And then the executor, what it does is synthesizes a coherent answer before ending the graph. So then let's go with the deep researcher. We start with the clarify with user node that this node we have disabled, we have it set to false. So in the right research brief, this node is a little bit different from other open deep researchers node as it gathers all the context that is available. He gathers comments, metadata, the transcript, visual analysis, and it crafts a detailed rich research brief that is passed to the research supervisor. So the research supervisor receives this brief, and the supervisor has a thinking tool with which it performs reflection over the plan. So then we go to the supervisor tools, and we have the conduct research and the research completed tools that are pydantic models, so we can click on conduct research, and we spawn up to 5 parallel researchers that are equipped with all the tools. They had tools for video analysis, for comment analysis, for web search, and what node I want to outline is the compressed research node. This node is important because it compresses the findings between returning to the supervisor. So if the supervisor deems it fit, he can click on research completed, and then we go to the final report generation, and okay, the report is generated. So let's go with the system design. For contextual data, we have a bunch of CSVs with comments, with the transcript, and for the embedding model, we are using text embedding through small. For the vector database, we actually have two databases, two quadrant databases, one for the comments and one for the transcript. For the APIs, we are using 12 labs for the video analysis, Roberta for the sentiment classification, the YouTube data API for the gathering data.
I'm sorry, can you speak a little slower? I just can't.
Sorry.
I just want to go through
Sorry.
the technical part. Thank you.
Okay, so for the video analysis, we have in the API layer, for the video analysis, we are using 12 labs. For the sentiment classification model, we are using Roberta. For the YouTube, that we are using the YouTube data API, and Tabili for web search. And then for the orchestration layer, we are using LangGraph and LangChain. For caching the responses, we are using SQLite. For the LLM APIs and hosting, we are using OpenAI. And for observability, Langsmith. And for hosting, we are hosting the frontend on Vercel and the backend on Railway. We are using FastAPI for the backend, and for the frontend, Next.js. So why Nose chose HISTORIA? Nose chose it because it's the only tool that sees the full picture. Because it's awesome for understanding your audience sentiment, because it's fast when compared with manual research, and because you can generate deep research reports. So HISTORIA does not stop there. We have analyzed the market, and our goal is for 2,500 users by the first year, scaling to 10,000 users by the third year. We aim to be the go-to multimodal research platform. So Noset solved his problem. He saves hours of manual work. He sees what others can't. He understands his audience real feelings. And now he searches for strategic content. So ready to create your historia. Thank you.